Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka Yellowberry.
Go ahead, I don't bite.
And as you can see by the title of this video, it is day one for Vlogmas! I'm so freaking excited, I swear to y'all. I'm so excited for Vlogmas, not only because I'm a December baby and my birthday is in 12 days, but because I love doing YouTube and Vlogmas is making me be as consistent as I want to be. So basically, for those of you who do not know what Vlogmas is, it's videos consecutively every day from the start of December 1st until December 25th, which is the day of Christmas. Today is December 1st. So in this video, I'm going to just basically be doing a get ready with me, speaking about the importance of a New Year's resolution. So we have, 31 more days until New Year's. It is not too late to think of New Year's resolutions, and I just need people to understand that when you're thinking of a New Year's resolution, you should not start your New Year's resolution on December 31st. The only reason why I say that is, I'm sorry guys, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. For those of you who do not know what a New Year's resolution is, it's basically when you're going to start a new trend for yourself. Whether it's breaking an old habit, starting a new habit. It's just something that people do for the new year to break old traditions. Why New Year's resolutions are so important to me is basically because I'm one of those people that literally are so big on just growing and using my past experiences to show me who I was, where I was, why I was doing the things I was doing, and whether I should repeat them or not. Or if I do repeat them, how do I repeat it and use it to be better? I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Universal Invisimatte powder and just set that. I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and just basically use some neutral colors. But back to what I was saying. So when I think of New Year's resolutions, I definitely don't want to go into the new year repeating the same mistakes, doing the same things that I was doing before that wasn't beneficial to me or wasn't growing me as a person. So that's why sometimes, I don't want to say I get offended, but I kind of look at people sideways when they're like, oh, New Year's resolution, why is it going to take you a new year to be a new person? And I just feel like you have to start somewhere, you know? You could start your New Year's resolution March. You can start your New Year's resolution a day before New Year's. You have the liberty to do that. But you should definitely consider changing something. So people choose the ending of the year. Why? Because you also are able to self-reflect all the things I just said. You know, all the things that might have made this year a crappy year. All the things that might have made it a great year. All the things that you want to keep doing to make sure that the next year is as good or better than the previous year. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and nobody should feel guilty for doing that. So now for me, I like to start my New Year's resolutions before December. Only because, what do they say? It takes 30 days to start a habit or something, or break a habit. I think it's important that I start the new trend before the new year, and that way when the new year comes, it's not such a shock and I'm not experiencing failure. And when I say failure, I just mean literally. I felt like, say for instance, I'm just gonna put out here, my New Year's resolutions are basically to change my eating diet. I plan on becoming a vegetarian. I've tried being vegetarian before for like a week, and then I stumbled and then I had me a chicken wing, and that was it for me. There went my vegan diet. But yeah, so basically I started eating a little bit better and trying to minimize my meat, just so that when January 1st comes, it's not a shock to me. It's not like just the night before I was eating chicken wings and fish and this and that. Well, fish, not technically fish, but you know, you get what I'm saying. And now it's just a shock to me, and it's February, and I'm double backing on what my New Year's resolution was going to be. I'm a Sagittarius, and in some ways, not like earth signs, but we are perfectionists. So for us, for Sagittariuses, it's pretty much like, well, I don't know how this became our zodiacs, but whatever, let me rock. For Sagittariuses, it's like we are just so, we want things to be so perfect that sometimes we don't even try, because like if we try and fail, it really hurts our ego. But growing up, I just realized I can't live life like that. Like if I want to get something done, I gotta figure out a way to get it done. So for me, I'd rather fail in the earlier months of my resolution than to fail when the new year is here. You know what I'm saying? Another one of my resolutions are to stop procrastinating, to be a nicer person, to pray more, to get more involved in church, which will also help me with being a better person, because when I go to church, I just feel like my morals are more aligned and I have something to keep me accountable for when I want to do nutty things and things that don't make sense. I can always ask myself, is this a reflection of God, or is this a reflection of me being the Christian woman that I am? Because, you know, I've always been a Christian, but I wasn't doing Christian-like things, and that's where the saying, oh, church people are the worst people, come in line, because a lot of us use like, oh, God will forgive me, God will love me either way, as a cushion to do corrupt things, and that's not okay. And I don't want to be that person. I'm going to be a mom. I was going to say I'm going to be a mom soon. Maybe I'm jinxing myself. I am of age to have kids, but I don't want to have any kids right now. Let me clear that up. But I just want to make sure that when I have kids, they're not looking at me like I'm a hypocrite and like I don't have things going on for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all been there when we see our parents doing certain things and we're like, how are you telling me not to do X, Y, and Z, but you're doing X, Y, and Z? You know what I'm saying? So I've lived my wild life. And I feel like at this point now, it's beyond me. I want to get married within the next, I don't know. I just want to get married sooner. When I say soon, guys, don't think I mean like next week, next year. Soon as in, soon can literally be for me within the next 5 years. I don't want to say 8. 8's too long. 5 years. So I just want to make sure that I become a more solid woman for myself, my husband, my kids. So for my New Year's resolutions now, it's just basically about being a better person. And as the year continues to progress, I'm going to definitely find other things that, you know, I want to add to New Year's resolution. It's not like one of those end-all be-alls. Like, well, on December 31st, I made an ode to myself that this is what it's going to be and this is what I'm going to have to stick it out. No. So don't think that whenever you're having a New Year's resolution, it's literally the end-all be-all. Because that's not it. That's not true. But guys, as people, we just have to do better for ourselves, for the people around us. We just have to be better. We have to want to progress. We have to, like, it's just human nature. Like, why do you want to be in the same place that you were before? Especially if it wasn't a good place. Why do you want to be frustrated with yourself? I think that's the worst type of, like, frustration, is when you are super frustrated with yourself. You feel like you're not progressing. Alright, so I basically just added my lashes liner, my little dots, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Orange Corrector to correct the wrongdoings on my face, all this pimple popping. I should actually also include that in my New Year's resolution, to stop popping my face. And I really want to get into skincare. For anybody who knows anything about like skincare and like what facials and cleansers that I should be using, please let your girl know. Now I'm going to go in with my Nars Radiant, this is not Radiant, my Nars Sheer Glow. But anyway, it's just so, I don't even know why I become so offended by the things that people do when it comes to like their New Year's resolutions and things like that, but I feel like it's a sense of arrogance. A lot of people are like, oh, why new year, new me, yeah, that's fake. It's not fake. We're humans, we evolve, we should want to grow. I don't want to be around somebody that doesn't want to grow, that's been doing the same things and behaving the same toxic ways, and they don't see anything wrong with it, and they just feel like they should continue in life acting as such. Like, that's just super ridiculous to me. You should want to grow. You should want to see the people around you grow. Nobody on this earth is perfect. So nobody should feel arrogant enough to not feel like they have to change. So just going back to the list of my resolutions, another thing that I really want to change about myself is my arrogance. I didn't realize how arrogant I was until somebody pointed that out to me. Let me know in the comment section down below if y'all figured I was arrogant, because when they told me, I'm just like, no. But I'm not a humble person at all. And not in the sense of like where I'm like flashy and I'm showing off things, but just in not being apologetic when I know I should be. Saying certain things to hurt people's feelings because they hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay. And again, it's my New Year's resolution. Now I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr concealers in the color 370 and 340. I've already started trying to change those things about myself. It's not easy. But now I'm taking note of the fact, like, damn, I didn't have to say this, or I didn't have to react in this way, or, you know? So that's the first step for me. Just taking note and being conscious of the things that I say or do and how that makes people feel. You don't want.
I'm so sorry, y'all, but I don't know what happened to the footage of me showing you what I used to contour. I used the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the color Truffle to carve out the areas of my face.
You want to contour like on your chin line or on your jawline because you don't want to give your face like a deformity. So you definitely want to make sure that you're going like where the glands are, down here, that kind of area. So now I actually started using this brush to contour. The precision it gives me with that nice little look, I love it. So what I'll start doing is go backwards with the contour. You don't want to drag it forward. The product I'm going to have on my brush, from dragging it, I pull it to the front now. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of forming a line. Open my mouth because I freaking love whenever I see a nice contour and it looks like it's just connected from the corner of the lip, you know? So, oopsie. Put it into your ears. You could turn the brush, put it on the sides of your face. Keep going back. I'm also flicking the brush upward, like bouncing off of my cheek, so that, again, you want it to look natural. You don't want a sharp line just going straight down your face. You want it to look like it's a shadow from the hollows of your cheek. So I start with my cheek because I don't want too much product on my brush if I start with my forehead or the bottom. I just want to make sure that my cheeks are perfect and natural. And again, I'm just going to go up here, kind of blend this out. I kind of try not to make my forehead too perfect as far as like with the line, because you don't want to look like you have a line going across your forehead. So you brush back the contour into your hairline. I'll even come a little bit before where I put the contour, just so that it looks seamless. So it's not just like a dark line here that I'm pushing back, you know what I'm saying? So it just looks like everything has blended in together really nicely. And last but not least, I go underneath my chin and spread that all the way back here, as well as all the way back here. I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush. I go back into my contour stick, rub it. And I like to put contour on the sides of my nose. I start at the top, right underneath my eyebrow, and I come down. Again, a little goes a long way. I love a natural looking contour. Nothing too harsh. Nothing where anybody can see exactly where the highlight and the contour begins. And then I also like to go under my lips so I can look like, you know, go a little bit under the lip. As well as in that dip above my lip. In order to set my contour, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Coco Naughty. I'm going to take this angled powder brush, dip it in a little bit, and lightly sweep over all the areas that I contoured besides my nose. Definitely want to set under your chin as well. And because I'm a maniac, I use two different bronzers because I like the Coco Naughty because it's deeper and it gives you more of a contoured look. But I also love my Beige, which is a lighter color than the Coco Naughty, because it just makes my face look a little bit more bronzed. So I'm going to take another brush. I'm just going to take a regular powdered brush, dip into the Coco Naughty, and kind of go a little bit over where I put... I'm sorry, I think I said Coco Naughty. I'm going to take my Beige and go over the Coco Naughty, just to really warm up my face. And I also like using 2 colors because I feel like it gives it a more gradual effect rather than just having, you know, the straight contour look. Like right now, you can clearly tell that my face is contoured, but it doesn't look so just dark, and then my highlight is like, gets a little darker right here. Then it has like a little darkness right there, but then it goes into my highlight, you know? I also use the eyeshadow brush with the Beige and Gal to contour my nose. I don't like to use the darker contour on my nose because for me it's just not realistic enough. So again, I start underneath the brow and just lightly come down. Just to set my nose, say that we are here, baby. And if you feel like your nose contour isn't enough, you can definitely go back into your banana powder or whatever you use to highlight and just go down the bridge of your nose, which I think that I'm going to do. I'm going to take this lipstick brush, I think it is. Just grab a little bit. That I want to be precise. So I won't mind grabbing a precise brush for that. Then take that in my beauty blender and blend it out. So once that's finished, what I really my most favorite part is I take my beauty blender, damp beauty blender, and I go into my banana powder or lighter powder. And to really make this area precise, I'll start in the middle, come forward, and then go backward to ensure that I'm giving cheeks. So just like this, like, hello, hi baby, how you doing? So that is pretty much how I contour like a pro. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and show you guys what I'm looking like. So pretty much this is the finished look. I put down my hair and look at the contour, look at the contour. Yes. We are here. We did not come to play. We came to cut throats, cut cheeks, and cut everything in between, okay? I just, again, want to express the importance of a New Year's resolution, guys. Don't let people discourage you for changing who you want to be. And also, change is not an event, it's a process. You know, you feel a little discouraged. I'm already failing at it. Don't feel like you're failing at it. Always remember that change is a process and that sometimes you're going to have hiccups. And it's just important to keep going. Don't feel like you've wasted time because the time is going to keep going regardless. So that is all I have for you guys today. And again, peep the contour. I hope I taught you guys a thing or two. I hope that you got something from this video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget that this is day 1 of Vlogmas. And I'm going to be coming to y'all with 24 more videos. Thanks for watching again, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.